Facebook Live up. All right, you guys, I am here to talk today about the 3 weird but effective marketing strategies or marketing hacks that are going to help you get more traffic to your website. And over the past few months, we've been talking a lot about getting more traffic, building engagement, getting more sales online. And that's why I wanted to bring this today, because a lot of times when I talk to designers in our community, they are just thinking like straight up of like kind of basic things to get people to your site. And I think some of the more creative, inventive things are the things that really work the best. So we're going to talk all about that today. You guys up for that? I hope so, because this is going to be fun. So I'm retesting this platform that I used to use called BeLive. So I'm excited to see we can kind of interact a little bit more. So if you're here on the Facebook Live, type a comment below. I'd love to know who's on the broadcast with me. And if you're, it looks like a lot of you are on Instagram Live, which is awesome. Remember, I'm going to be mentioning some calls to action, meaning comment below and stuff like that. If you are on Instagram, some of the things, the downloads, the conversations may or may not work. So we'll see. Anyway, loving all the hearts and likes. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you like what I'm teaching you today, I would love for you to share this video, because a lot of, what we do over here at Flourish and Thrive, we want to make sure that we're bringing you content that you actually want to listen to. And so if I'm telling you stuff that you're like, Tracy, this is boring, I don't really want to learn more about it, then, we need to know that. And if you love what we're doing, hopefully, which is all of what you do, all of you do, we'd love for you to share it, because that really helps us know that you like what we're actually helping you with. So sharing is caring. Remember that, guys. And yeah, so let's dive in. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been talking to a lot of designers on the phone in person, because some of them have joined us for our SOS program. And we've been doing some master classes and trainings and lots of things all around online marketing over the past, I would say, about 3 months. And, I know that a lot of you really want to sell more on your website. And if you're one of those people who wants to sell more on their website, I would love to get a little heck yes or something in the comments below. Let me know, because if you're someone like that, I know a lot of you think that your number one problem is getting enough traffic to your site. But that is a problem and something that people struggle with. But there's also other things involved too. So I'm going to handle some of that traffic issue, because I think it's an important one. I'm getting a lot of hellos here, you guys. So if you want to sell more on your site, give me a heck yes. Patty's saying me. I love it. So I wanted to share with you some interesting ways, different ways, unique ways to actually get people landing on your website, getting them engaged with your brand, and getting them to the next step. Are you excited about that? And if you're interested in learning more about how we can help you one-on-one, I would love for you to type the word discover in the comments below, especially if you're on Facebook Live. And I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about that later. So there's a lot of weird things that you can do to get people on your site. And I'm going to feature a couple of designers in our community and tell you a little bit more about some of the inventive things that either we suggested for them to do, or some of the inventive things that they've already done, which is super cool. So the first weird hack, trick, whatever you want to call it, is using video. And I know that a lot of us have talked about, we talk about video all the time. In fact, I have a video on my website that I truly believe is one of the highest converting things that we do on the tracymatthews.com site. It helps build trust. It helps get people there. But there's a lot of different ways that you can use video besides just what I do. So we have a designer in our community, Nancy Morelli, and she has a brand called Cybugs. She makes all of her jewelry out of beetle shells. How cool is that? Tracy's giving me a heck yes. I'm going to show this up. Tracy is one of our SOS members. I'm super excited to have her in the SOS. Amazing. And just a reminder, you guys, if you're typing discover, it needs to be all caps. I'm going to put this on the screen here right now just so you can see it. All caps, please. All right. So anyway, Nancy has a brand called Cybugs, and she was trying to get engagement for her brand and get more traffic to her site. She had a video that she filmed on a Facebook Live, and she read from a book. I'm just looking at my notes that discusses beetles, and it got thousands of views. And what you could do, like what Nancy did, is something unique and weird about your brand that's going to attract super fans. So Nancy has is an entomologist, and a lot of her super fans are people who are obsessed with bugs. So reading from a bug book is great, but then you can have a strong call to action on your site. Like, let's say you're doing this somewhere else. You can post this video on YouTube. You can do it on a Facebook Live. You can post it on Facebook. Get some traction behind that, and use the CTA that sends people actually to the jewelry to buy or to your website to get more people there. So do you see how that's like an interesting sort of different way to get people excited about it? Lots of you guys are typing discover. Awesome, awesome. All right. So we have another designer in our community, a couple of designers who are doing really, really amazing with Facebook Live sales. One of them is Sarah D'Angelo, and another one is Lisa Lehman. And I actually did a podcast with Sarah a couple weeks ago about a Facebook trunk show that she did that ended up resulting in thousands of dollars worth of sales. I think she did this, she improved her strategy, and this last time sold about 4,000. And Lisa did an amazing Facebook Live sale. She sold $7,000 in 2 hours by featuring products on Facebook Live, making it super fun and interactive, announcing it, getting people there, and then sending links to actually purchase in the comments below. And so she sold out of $7,000 worth of jewelry. Isn't that cool, you guys? I think so. I'm going to take a sip of my green juice. So anyway, video is one way. So I'm going to type that here and hide this, right? Video. Video is the first way. I'm going to share with you a few more ways to use video. You can create a really interesting about me video and use that to connect with your dream clients. You can post it everywhere. So I have a video like this on my site, tracymatthews.com, and it works really well. Jocelyn of Falcora Jewelry just did one at our live event, and it was incredible and incredibly amazing. She walked people through sort of her why of why she actually uses AutoCAD to design jewelry instead of making it by hand. She's been making jewelry since she was a little girl, but she was born with a short arm, which she has a very rare condition that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, but it's hard for her to hold on to tools with her shorter arm, since her arms aren't the same length. So she went into depth in this great video about why she loves CAD and how it gives her control over the designs and helps her create specifically for her customers. So I thought that this was I thought that was an amazing use of video, which was awesome. And then Victoria Walker, I'm going to pull up her video now. I'm wondering if I can actually show it here. I might be able to on the screen. Beautiful jewelry, Victoria. But she has an amazing maker video that we were sharing in our group that really just shows the process of how a piece of jewelry is done. She has this really ornate, detailed style of jewelry, and she shared it to like sort of show her maker story, and that creates interest, builds trust, and helps you create a connection with your customers. So there's just so many ways to use video. So don't knock it. I'm going to give you one more technique for video. I'm going to try to skim through this. I know sometimes I get a little chatty on the Facebook Lives. But the next thing that you could do is use YouTube. So YouTube is it's a search tool, you guys. You know, like think about things that people are searching for in YouTube. So I just did a test. I typed in custom jewelry, how's it made? And I found a company called J&M Jewelry. I'm not endorsing the style of the video necessarily, but it was one of the first videos that came up for how to design your own custom jewelry. And I thought that was interesting because a lot of people do something similar to what I do, and they create custom commissions, and that's their entire business model. So if you get a bunch of videos on YouTube and it shows up in search, that's a traffic driving tool to get people to your website and actually buy. Isn't that cool? Jess is helping us out here, or my team is helping us out here with posting some of the videos that we're actually talking about, if you want to check them out. I also just Googled custom ring, and this guy, Cody's Lab, came up, and he showed the entire process of how he finds the gold, melts the gold, and actually makes the ring, and then had a CTA at the end. So that's another great way to kind of show your process, and then also think strategically at the end of the video, how are you going to get people back to your website engaged in your brand? And then, of course, we have a big brand that we used. our team saying, Victoria's video is amazing. It really is. It's a beautifully produced videos. Issa Jewelry on Instagram is asking, what are some cool apps for making your own video? You can just shoot video on your iPhone, if you have it, or a smartphone, and use iMovie or video editing software that comes with your phone to actually edit it. It's not very hard. There's something called Storio that you can use for Instagram. And then there's more advanced programs that our video editors use, but if you're not into video editing, then it might not be that easy. Victoria's last name is Walker, designs by Isa. All right, Cartier has a really amazing video that has over 19 million views. Jess, do you want to post the video link? But it's just a beautiful representation. Obviously, that video probably costs millions of dollars to produce, but it's basically just an advertisement for the Cartier brand, and it comes up really high on YouTube. It's something that they use in their marketing and their advertising. So there's just a lot of different ways that you can use it. So video is my first hack, my first of 3 hacks. The second hack is doing something like a tutorial or a how-to. So I'm going to hide this right here. Tutorial or how-to. So I think like something that's really interesting, this is a really good way for me to get, that I really used for list building and getting people to my site, was a jewelry care cleaning guide. So it was like basically how do you care for your fine jewelry and how do you clean it? And I've done posts about non-toxic jewelry cleanings, all that kind of stuff too. So this is a really great opportunity for you to think outside of the box of different ways that you not only can you clean your jewelry, but also engage with your customers and get more traffic on your site. You can show behind the scenes videos, you can do a maker's video, show how things work. And then at the end of each video, you can have a strong call to action. You can post all these on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, on your actual website. You can have a strong call to action that says something. If you're interested in learning more about this piece of jewelry, head on over to my website and you can have the link that goes straight to the shop. Is this helpful, you guys? Is this working? Is this good for you? Getting a lot of yeses over on Instagram. Awesome. I think there's a little bit of a delay over here with BeLive on Facebook. Anyway, so you can share also styling advice. I think this is a really awesome idea for Facebook Lives to feature, pull out a bunch of your jewelry, get a bunch of samples out, get a bunch of the jewelry out so that you can show how to wear it. You can set up a tripod, style your jewelry in different ways, fashion it with like different looks. You can, one of our designers, Lisa, who I was talking about earlier, she used her daughter as her Facebook Live model. Her daughter's a teenager, so it worked. I mean, I would not have a little kid necessarily being the model, but think about how you can make it fun, get people there and show people how to wear your stuff. So I wanted to, so I'm going to jump into the last one, which is going to be fun. But if you guys want to learn a little bit more about how you can work one-on-one with us to get some of this strategy stuff nailed down, I'd love for you to just type Discover in the comments below, especially if you're on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you'll have to pop on over to Facebook to get this. And we're going to send you a message about how you can work with us one-on-one, the Flourish and Thrive team, in Messenger. So if you're interested in learning more about that, type Discover in the comments below. So the third way to, our third little hack, which I love this one, this is one of my favorites, and I've sold a ton of jewelry this way, is to partner with parallel brands who can cross-promote. So you could think of this sort of as an influencer strategy, but it's not necessary. And you guys, if you're typing Discover, make sure that it's all in caps, Discover in all caps. So I did this once with a bridal coach, and I basically gave her a commission on any pieces that were sold, but we had a special offer for her community. I wrote a blog post, she sent out an email, and I ended up getting 3 sales from that. The coach ended up making some money. It was just a great opportunity for both of us to kind of cross promote each other's brands. She was a bridal coach. I was selling wedding bands. It totally was a win-win. I was talking with Elizabeth Dwelly, one of the members of our SOS program here at Flourish and Thrive, and Elizabeth focuses on competition jewelry for people in the fitness industry. And she's going to create a partnership with a bikini brand who, with the brand, creates competition bikinis. So think about what brilliant idea that is. You can create a bikini set with a matching earring set so that you're already ready to go. You guys cross promote, you make it easy peasy. You're doubling your audience right away and doubling your exposure. Isn't that cool? I was talking with another member of our SOS the other day, Toby Miles, and Toby had told me how she had totally, found this girl on Instagram who had this motorcycle cafe in San Diego, and she was traveling with her husband on a business trip. And she ended up talking to the woman at the shop, gifting her one of her amazing leather cuffs. And the woman's like, I could totally sell these here. And so hopefully they're going to develop some sort of partnership where they cross promote each other and get alternate exposure. And then there's like so many other like obvious examples, like yoga jewelry people can partner with a natural skincare company or a yoga studio. Nature jewelry can partner with a nature conservancy or a museum. Really, really awesome. 70s mod jewelry partner with a vintage clothing company. So you can see all these brilliant ideas. And I want to thank Jess for helping me come up with a bunch of ideas, because we all have different niches and different things that we focus on, just thinking strategically outside the box, how we can get exposure in different ways. All right, you guys, so I want to recap my 3 hacks to get more traffic. That's a little bit unusual. The first one is using unusual use of video, and make sure that you're posting things on YouTube as well, so you can get that search on YouTube. Tutorials, which can be done via video or PDF or however, but tutorials are a great way to get more traffic to your site and use that as a lead magnet or traffic driving tool. And then partnering with parallel brands, really great strategy. Great way for you guys to both cross promote each other's company, and also maybe even create bundled or package deals. Who's loving this? Are you loving it? Give me a heart or a like and let me know, because I would love to know. All right, guys, so you've heard us talking a little bit more about this one-on-one thing. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what it is. We are starting a new coaching program over here at Flourish and Thrive that's specifically catered towards digital marketing and e-commerce strategy. What we really want you to do is to be able to wake up in the morning, every single morning, and have a slew of orders in your inbox and be able to, so many hearts and likes coming in from Instagram. Thanks, you guys. And so many hearts and likes from Facebook too. We want you to be able to wake up every single morning to an inbox full of orders. And we know that that's what a lot of you want to do. You're trying to build your e-commerce business. You're trying to make more sales online, and you're trying to make this work. And even if you're a fine or a custom jeweler who does commissioned pieces like I do, the stuff that we are going to be teaching you and the support that you're going to get is specifically catered towards that. Nakishia is saying, make money while you sleep. That's right, girl. That's what we're trying to do. We want you to make money while you sleep. So that's the whole point. But I know that a lot of you are trying to do this, and you kind of come at a crossroads, and you're not sure why it's not working, and you're not sure like what the next steps are. So we want to help you figure it out. And we know that a lot of you have heard of our SOS coaching program. It's a 1-year coaching program that is designed to be ongoing if you want it to. It's a minimum commitment of 1 year. You'll get monthly coaching calls with one of our Flourish and Thrive jewelry brand experts, all focused on digital marketing strategy, website setup, branding, all that stuff that's going to help you sort of flow things through the sale. You're going to be having a monthly group success call with me. I'll also be bringing in guest experts to come and do things like website reviews, email newsletter reviews, all those sorts of things, so that you can sort of get an idea of like what's working for your business and how we can make this better. And we'll also be also guest trainings. Then we'll be doing quarterly implementation workshops. The first one actually starts in December, which is exciting. We're going to be doing a marketing planning and sales planning workshop with Into Ivans. It's going to be a half-day intensive where we're going to help you knock out your sales plan for the day. So we want to make sure that you get that on your calendar and you're prepared for it. So, and you get access to our Diamond Insiders community for that entire year as well. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get some one-on-one support. And I know that group support is amazing. And for a lot of you, that's the best place to be right now. But some of you really want that one-on-one feedback. You want a writing coach to go in and like help you edit your about page and just get it done within a 45-minute period. Or you want you need some more accountability and you want help breaking things down personally for your business because, you're struggling to kind of get the parameters. So we have accountability coaches and people who can help you sort of map out your marketing strategy one-on-one if that's something that you want. People who are going to come in and coaches like Sabina are going to come in and help you get more exposure, or Kathleen Cutler give you reviews of your Facebook ads, one-on-one feedback. Just so much great stuff, and we're really excited for it. So if you're interested in learning more about that, hit Discover. I want to remind you that we've had sort of an early bird pricing special for this going on for a while. The investment right now is $5,000, but for the entire year, we do have a really easy payment plan to help you get into it and make it easy. But for those of you who can't necessarily join the payment plan or can't necessarily pay in full, we do have a payment plan, excuse me. But we are raising the price on November 1st, and the investment goes up to $6,000. So we want to be able to hook as many people up as we possibly can before that happens. And we're already over halfway full, which is amazing. We are expecting to sell out by the end of the year. And we know it's going to be, it's going to be like a really awesome program. We already know it. We have great people signed up. So if you're interested in learning more, type Discover below. We will tell you the next steps. We'll get on a call with you and help you figure out if this is right for you or not. In any case, we hope that this was an amazing, helpful Facebook Live this week. So if you liked what you watched, I would love for you to click that little share button below the video. Share this with your friends. I hope you got some new ideas. And before we go, I would love to hear one takeaway that you learned from this Facebook Live today. So type something in the comments. I'm going to change this little word here. One takeaway. Type one takeaway below. Because I want to know what you guys are taking away. Let's see. Type one takeaway below, and let's get started. And so I'm going to talk just 2 more seconds about one more thing. And it's something about video that I think is really, really important. I think that for some of you, video becomes terrifying, but the more you do it and the more that you practice and the more you just show up, the easier it gets. And one thing that I think is super fun is that you could just play around and be yourself and have fun. Nikisha is saying, I just found out as I scroll through Facebook, but I'm excited, or I just found you as I scroll through Facebook, but I'm excited to learn more. All right, check it out. Jackie's saying her one takeaway is to get going on videos. Awesome, Jackie. I love it. And Jess is saying, go, Jackie. Love it. Awesome. So if you've had any other takeaways, I would love for you to share those below. Patty's saying, do video, do video. Lots of people saying, do video. I love it. Who's going to do a YouTube strategy? I'd love to know. All righty. Yeah, so if you're interested in getting on a call with us, make sure that you type Discover below. I'm going to type it in one more time here in all caps, and we will help you decide if this is right for you or not. Yeah, we're so excited to have so many great people in the SOS program. And if you want to check a little bit more about what the SOS program is about, I'm going to drop a link right here, right now, so you can just go straight and check it out. Here we go. And from Instagram, if you're there, here we go. Oops, I'm going to hide that because I have a typo. Here we go. FlirtThriveAcademy.com/SOS. You can check out what the program's all about. All right, we're going to be doing some fun, spontaneous Facebook Lives over the next couple of days. I'm going to be having some surprise special guests and some surprise topics. So make sure that you stay tuned and subscribe to our updates so that you get notified of all this stuff all the time. All right, you guys, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye.